So Jason says, what was the transition like being from a group to moving into a solo I didn't pre-read these, sorry.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall transition were
Jason,
you nervous?
What's up? Yeah, I think every next step, every new thing is terrifying, but you got to harness that. And I turned it into like, that's what's going to motivate me. I'm being afraid is good sometimes. And I was able to turn it into the first 2 songs you heard and a lot more that you're going to be hearing soon. So it was scary, but invigorating.
Right. Caroline says, how would you describe the steps of songwriting process? Which I think is interesting, and we didn't even get to talk about it, but it's like you do that as a job as well. Not even a job, as passion, obviously, but people are like, you're going in studio sessions. Right now. Yeah, to go write. What would you describe that, the steps to your process? Like, give like 2 steps. Like, how do you go about?
I like to, I don't know. I don't think there's like a written rule for this, but I like to freestyle cadences and melodies and then kind of find what works. But overall, I want each song to have an emotion you can connect to. Like the super gimmicky songs don't necessarily, like, I'm not trying to write that. I'm trying to write the one that like you're like hits you in that like, oh man, yeah, I've done that, I did that, or I'm doing that. And it's an emotion. Music to me, I've always connected to it in that way. So all I can do is try to dream that people will connect to a certain song the way I've connected to certain songs.
This is a good one to end it on. Aaron says, what do you normally do in order to disconnect from the outside world and focus when you're trying to write or produce? Do you have a way to disconnect?
Golf.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You love golf, huh?
I love golf.
Are you good?
I think, yeah, I'm dope at golf. But shout out all the golf sponsors.
Callaway.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know anybody else.
No. I just find that to be my personal like therapy. I think it's so fascinating that no one's throwing a ball at you. You know, it's a sport where like you're not competing against someone. Yeah. The ball's sitting there. You know, you're the best players in the world who practice 10 hours a day. They hit shots sideways. Like the only thing that makes you do that is your mind.
Right.
You mentally can talk yourself out of things. And if you can mentally talk yourself out of things, you can talk yourself into things. So I use a lot of what I've learned in that sport to help me in my life. Like if fear can make me do something like this, how can I harness that and make it go straight?
Right.
How can I make it go where I want it to? How can I harness, doubt is what kills everything.
Facts.
And there's got to be a way to foster it and turn the doubt into excitement or whatever it is. Every emotion can be flipped and turned into something. So that's one of the ways I like reset. There's a lot of mornings I go out at 5:30 in the dark with like a couple homies. First 2 holes are like pitch black, and then you're done by like 9 a.m. and then I work all day. And it's awesome.
I gotta get on that tip.
Yeah,
shit.
Just get out in the really sunshine.
Far. Yeah, I'd be really good at golf.
You'd be so lights out, dude. The guy thinks there's 19 holes. I mean,
yeah, I did say that before the podcast. All right, cool. Fuck. Got my ass. This was great. Thank you for doing this, bro.
Dude, I love this.
For real.
This is part 1.
Part 1, for sure.
Get more fire questions on part 2. This is Black with No Cream. Always dreamed of being on here since you told me about it, and now I'm here. Don't laugh at that. That's real shit.
Thank you, man.
You manifested this thing. You talked about this when it was nothing.
I did.
And now it's literally painted on the wall.
It is. It's fucking cool. It's like firely glued to the wall, but yeah.
Let's not downplay what's happening here.
I'm not. It's tighter that it's glued.
Yeah, okay, cool.
No, it'd be doper if I painted it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
All right, this is it. So if everyone listened, I do this with every guest, okay? If everyone that's listening right now got this far in the podcast, I tell them to go to your Instagram and tag me on that shit at Ben Rover's World in the comments, whatever the most recent post is. Yeah. And they're going to put this hashtag that you picked so that we both know that they listened to the whole podcast. Something that's not so common that, it's just a us thing. You know what I'm saying?
We've been using that ride metaphor, like hashtag ride the ride.
Ride the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works for me.
Dope.
Tight.
Then we'll know. Get on there. My Instagram is whatupcal.
Yep.
Check out the new music, Cal. You'll see it on every platform, whatever you stream on.
Check out the video.
And let me know. Yeah, check out the video. Shout out Obi and Kavika. They're unbelievable.
Killed it.
Check that YouTube video because the behind the scenes of that is insane what they did.
That's fucking dope.
But dude, thank you for having me here.
No, thank you for doing it.
Part 1 of many.
Absolutely. How do you want to end it?
And that's where we're at.